Thought I'd give you a quick look at the Hymas Homestead garden in late, I guess that'd be late September, so late summer. Got some peppers going for some G-Basco, just smoking them. 175 with some hickory. Gotta love that. Anyway, the garden's pretty overgrown. It was a weird season this year. Like, I felt like we were hot during the mid part, but everything's getting a really late start, like becoming ripe. Like a lot of my peppers, my super hots, are just now starting to get ripe at the end of September, which is bizarre. Everything's pretty overgrown right now. We're gonna be doing a lot of work here this fall, just trying to get stuff in order, get down a lot of weed fabric and barriers, and really define these walkways, that type of stuff. So we have our we have some raspberries right there that are actually really good. They're kind of like a more of a, not a white raspberry, but like orange when they're ripe, but they're super good. We got some like compost bins over there, so we throw all of our like chicken manure, that type of thing. This is our strawberry bed. Put this in this year. Obviously we got to get these non-garden areas under control because the weeds are just relentless out here. That's my son's pepper bed he built himself. Hence the weird use of wood. And we got a couple like trellised, for beds for cucumbers and beans, that kind of stuff. These are all my peppers this year. I'll kind of show you that when I'm talking about stuff like not getting ripe. And if you look under the hood on some of these, there's tons of pods down there that are, looking mean and like they want to burn somebody, but not much getting ripe. Here's some down here. That's a beast pepper right there. And like, see all these guys down in there. I don't remember which one that one is. This is some kind of maybe a primatale. That one's got a tag over there, so we can look at that one. That's Dragon's Breath. It's had a few that have come off. I think this is Peach Boot. And that's the Wicked Mike, I think, or something like that. But you can see some of them are starting to get some color. This is a peach, the Brain Sprain. I'm starting to get a few that are getting a little bit of peachiness. Over here I've got a bunch of Scotch Brain, which is like one of my favorite peppers. But you can see they're like loading up, but nothing's turning. This is a Paper Lantern, I think is what this one's called. It's like a habanero variety. So yeah, I've got like a little ricotta one right here. It's getting some peppers on it that have like the black seeds. Pubescent is what they call those. There's like a red Scotch bonnet. These are all more of my like culinary style, so I got a couple paprikas here. This one is a Sweet Twister, so big pods. This looks like a Monkey Face Red, I think. I'm not sure what this guy was supposed to be. Oh, I see it down there. There is a tag. This is an ollie, but it looks more like a bell pepper. If you look at the actual pods, like the shapes, oh, there's a stink bug. This one's fallen over, and it's called a Manji. It's new to me this year. It's pretty good. Almost not seedless, but not very many seeds, which is nice. This is just a red hatch. Obviously, I'm getting some that are coming in. This is the Arjvloski. I don't know how to say it, but these are huge, and they're amazing. They're like really good, sweet. They're not hot though. Jimmy Nardello's. This was a stunted Serrano that I'm finally getting some pods on. Then these next two are Korean gochu. gonna have to get more cages for next year because a lot of these are falling over because they're getting so loaded. And then this is supposed to be an early jalapeno, but it looks more like a wax pepper to me, and it's not hot at all. This is a Serrano jalapeno, which I got seeds from, I think it was from Aaron Hernandez back in the day. I think he actually went to the Sriracha factory and got some. And then this is just another jalapeno. This is a jalapeno gigantica. So I think I'm gonna take all the plants or all the peppers off the jalapenos probably today and make some just like pickled peppers or something. And I'm just hoping that my super hots will come into season. These over here are like our raised beds. Obviously my wife's got her tomatoes in there. They did pretty good this year. Not as well as they probably could have, just because I think the weed, just the weeds are taking over everything and maybe taking the nutrients that they could have had. They did all right. Got our cucumbers over here. You can see the remnants of that, and then just some weeds that are coming in. I put these beds in late summer this year just to try to get borders, so to help with the weed control. Like I said, we'll put down weed fabric everywhere. Got onions. I need to pick the onions pretty soon. They're probably overdue on a lot of them. That's where we had our garlic last year. Didn't have a great garlic harvest, so I don't know if it's the soil or what, but obviously weeds are an issue in that as well. It looks like we have a volunteer tomato plant over there as well. And these we just haven't filled up yet. We're trying to come up with logs and sticks to kind of put in the bottom to help offset the amount of dirt that we need to fill these. So it's been interesting. This is gonna be our blueberry area. So I needed to take some time and really define that area to keep the weeds away from them as well. And I'll probably do some kind of stakes out here, and then I'll run off those 2 T-posts so I can put some netting over this blueberry patch, because the birds will eat a lot of them if you don't protect it from them. And so I think we're gonna put our tomatoes more in this area next year. So I'm just gonna lay down a big piece of plastic and just kill off all these weeds. Maybe I'll do another video after we get all the stuff laid and hopefully get some of these paths defined. But yeah, it's just way overgrown. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a quick little end of season tour. Here's our not stupid, call them the Hymas mother cluckers over here. These are our chickens. We added 2 new ones to our flock, a couple, what are they called again? Oh yeah, that's Betty, she's talking to us. She's at Buff Orpington right there in the front. And then those ones, the black ones, are the Orpingtons. Not Orpingtons, but man, I'm having a hard time remembering names today, or what they are. The new ones are the Copper Morans, and she's sitting on the little plank that comes down out of their chicken house, the coop. Yeah, so the birds have been good, although they haven't been laying as many eggs as I was hoping for. During the peak of the season, we have 7 that were of age to lay, and we were I think the max we would get in a day is 6 on occasion. Realistically, it's 4 or 5 most days. Anyway, just wanted to give you a little tour of the Hymas Homestead garden, the fenced-in part anyway. And like I said, I'll do another video here in I don't know, the next couple weeks after we get a lot of this under control, and you can kind of see the progress and what we've done. Anyway, we'll catch you all in the next one. A few days or weeks later, we're still working on it, trying to get all the weeds barriered and out. But we're coming along. It's slow but surely. See the wonderful wife over there planting some fall stuff. Got ground cloth in between my pepper rows. They're still raging on, making peppers. Although I'm thinking about maybe digging up a few and putting them in pots and put them in the greenhouse so I get a little more longevity. We're gonna plant in this area where this black plastic is. So we're just trying to kill it, and then something we can take up in the spring. We'll do black plastic back here. We're gonna move these tomatoes. They're gonna go somewhere else next season. I think over here where this black plastic is. So we're gonna put black plastic over this whole section in between the silver raised beds. Over here is gonna be where we're putting the garlic, which we'll be planting this month when we get it. It's supposed to be shipping out soon. Evan's my wheelbarrow man. He's moving bark chips from over there, from when we had some trees taken down. Anyway, I'll do another update once we get a little farther. Well, it is now deep into, well, not deep into, middle of November-ish. Me and my son finally got most of these bark chips that we got dropped from a local arborist into the garden. So I thought I'd give you a little tour, tell you a little bit about what's going on. So as you can see over here, we just got like a nice path. My wife has like some dahlias that will go along the edges. This middle green section is going to be a raspberry bed, but we're going to actually like make an actual bed. So we'll probably just use the pavers and the wood like we did on those vertical beds over there. This is our current little blueberry patch area. We added 3 new blueberries to it this year. So looking forward to that next season. I think this plastic spot where we're just going to pull this all up, that'll be probably the home of where the tomatoes are going to go in the next spring. In that vertical bed, we'll normally do like beans or cucumbers or something. Right now we got some like bok choy, some Brussels sprouts, just stuff that does okay in the fall and the early winter. We're not really getting much, so maybe they'll come up, in the spring. This raised bed over there with the leaves on the top, that's where we planted our garlic this fall. So I'm hoping for a better garlic crop this year. We got like 4 or 5 different varieties that my wife ordered online. So yeah, fingers crossed. We hadn't put anything in this raised bed this last year. Obviously all the cages for the peppers and tomatoes, etc. This area in the middle with the cardboard, I need to get another piece of ground cloth on that grass before it goes nuts. It's going to be more like zucchini, squash, kind of ground stuff, maybe pumpkins, we'll see. This one, last year we had tomatoes in. My wife made this trellis system, worked pretty good. Not for all varieties, it worked good for the bigger ones, I would say. She had some more tomatoes in this one as well. Obviously there's still some in there that she needs to tear up. We're trying where you put in wood on the bottom, like that we found around the property, and then you can put dirt over top of that, just to take up some space, because as everybody knows, dirt's expensive, and you don't really need the depth on a lot of the plants that you grow in the garden. So this is another place where we do vertical growing, kind of the same, beans or cucumbers, that type of thing. That funky looking bed over there, that's my son's. He built it. He grows peppers in there most years, and weeds, obviously a lot of weeds. You can see where I decommissioned my 3 pepper rows where I grow my peppers. You can see kind of some peppers scattered around because I just pulled those up like last weekend, I think it was. I did leave this ricotta in though, because it seems to be like okay with this colder weather. I mean, if you look, I'm getting better sized pods than I was getting in the summertime. We'll check one of these out. I think it's supposed to be a mustard, or obviously it looks more orangey yellow, but here, I'll take a bite. You can see black seeds in there, the ricotta. Good flavor, I would say more kind of ahi flavor. Got a little bit of heat, but yeah, it's good. This is our strawberry bed. They're obviously just kind of going nuts. Looks like we lost one right there in the middle. Looks like it died, although there might be some new growth. Yeah, it looks like there is in the middle, so hopefully it'll make it back. We got some asparagus in the middle of the bed. That really didn't do much this last year. We're hoping this year it will go a little bit crazier. Our compost area over here, and then we're gonna have another like formed raspberry bed, like right here with a little walkway in between the compost and it. But that's a project for another day. Anyway, I just wanted to wrap this garden video up and kind of give you guys a tour. I feel pretty good about putting this garden to bed for the winter, and looking forward to spring next year. All right, we'll catch you in the next video.